Fantastic. Good evening, wherever you're following us. Dimbala Freak, of course, here we're going to discuss more about sports, and also we try to give you ideas on what is happening in the world of sports, wherever you're joining us. Of course, for the last few weeks, we have been inactive here, but we're back like we never left. So make sure you keep a date with us, and also we welcome you wherever you are following us, so that you can also join this wonderful conversation as we discuss more about sports. And we know that we give you also the platform to join us, and also tell us what is your view about the Nation League that just concluded the other day, and of course Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo, at the age of 40 years, he lifted another UEFA Nation League yesterday at Alliance Arena. That is a match that was played in Germany, whereby Portugal defeated Spain after 2-2 draw, full time, extra time 2-2, and of course Alvaro Morata is the one who missed the penalty. And also I know Messi fans, Cristiano Ronaldo fans, they were ready to give the banter, but at the end of the day, Cristiano Ronaldo also lifted the trophy. We're going to discuss all those, and also we're going to tackle more about our national team, that is Harambee Stars, and also Harambee Starlets, and of course, that is Bellino Demba. He is currently, of course, he resigned from that position. So we will also be discussing all those in the next few hours. Where are you joining us this day? Where are you following this great conversation? Through the link that I've shared there, join us live, and then we will be giving you the platform. And also, you'll also be telling us what is your view? Who is the real GOAT? Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo? Who is the real GOAT? And what is your way when you are saying it's Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo? Of course, yesterday there was a big match. That is when we saw Lamine Yamal being shown which kind of league he should play, because he has been getting hype from social media, from bloggers on why he is very little. But yesterday, Nuno Mendes, of course, he told him, relax, young boy, you are still under 20 and we are playing football here. This is not just a teen game. Of course, I am joined by Alex here. Alex, karibu sana. Tuambie
Thank you very much.
pia maoni yako pia ni gani, na who is your real goat? Who is your goat? Ronaldo, Messi, and what is your way?
Thank you, Bonnie, for hosting me today. It's been a minute, but happy to see you back. So my opening remarks about the debate of the goats. I'll always say this: if you believe Messi is the best, stick to it, and if you believe Cristiano is the best, stick to it, because the debate between the two of them at club level, I'd say they both achieved success. They both broke many records, but it was the international level which was supposed to decide it all. And in 2016, Cristiano Ronaldo won the Euro with Portugal, and that was the first step. Which that was the first step. And after winning the Euros, now the pressure was on Messi, and going forward again. I think Cristiano Ronaldo won again the Nations League, so it's like he was putting more pressure. Then all of a sudden, Argentina had a let's call it had a golden squad, and the golden squad won the Copa America in 2021, and that squad was very deadly with the likes of Lionel Scaloni being the manager. They had a good defense, they had a good attacking, and this time the difference from the past years was they were playing to Messi's strengths rather than giving the ball to Messi to see whether he can do something different or brilliant. So the debate, I think, ended when Messi won the World Cup, and I think for right now, I think that's the leverage that Messi fans have, is that whenever Cristiano Ronaldo fans banter them, they will come and say that Messi won the World Cup, Ronaldo hasn't. But as I said before in the beginning of this show, if you believe Messi is the best, stick to it, and if you believe Cristiano is the best, stick to it. And I think Messi fans hawafai kuwa wanakaza ati Ronaldo asishinde Nations League because Messi has won it all. He has won the Copa America, he has won the Finalissima, he has won the in fact, he won the Copa America twice. He has won the Finalissima. He has won the World Cup. So he has won everything at the international level. So he has nothing to prove. So if they see Cristiano Ronaldo winning, they should be happy for him to win his second Nations League. I don't think right now we're at a point where we should be still debating who is the GOAT.
We should not be debating who is the GOAT. That is what Alex is saying. Karibu sana Carson, of course. We saw yesterday Ronaldo lifting one of the best trophies. Of course, that was for the national team. And now he is one of the best and oldest players we are having in the European football. Who is your real GOAT and why? Messi, Ronaldo, and why?
Okay, to me, my real goat is Ronaldo, but I have respect for both players, for Messi and Ronaldo. And for me to say Ronaldo is good, it's just that in life you have that player that motivates you, and that player that at least when either duty calls him, he shows up. For instance, I'll just try to give some examples in the UEFA finals that Cristiano has participated. The three trebles, the three consecutive seasons that Real Madrid won the UEFA Champions League trophy. Ronaldo used to come out and show out to the world that is Ronaldo. When you required him to score in big games, he could have scored. And either I loved his personality. Despite the only difference people say Messi and Ronaldo is that Messi has a natural talent, but Cristiano has talent but plus hard work. And either with me, I love that mentality and that attitude of Ronaldo to work hard and either to show to the world that at some point we don't only deserve talent alone or rather that natural magnificence in a player. And that's why I do say for him, when he's on a pitch, at least before the game starts, at least you have a winning mentality of over 70%. But for instance, when it comes to Messi, I respect him. But when it comes to Messi, whereby he's playing against some rough defenders, or rather some very serious defenders that have at least tightened him and either pocketed him, it will be difficult for him to show up and score for you. Unlike Ronaldo, Ronaldo will use all his efforts and all his skills and either all his hard work to score. For instance, even yesterday, you saw the other day, the game versus Germany. You see, Jonathan Tah is taller than Cristiano, but Cristiano is 40 years, but he's going over Jonathan Tah more than the height that either you could have expected. Tah should be above Ronaldo in aerial balls because he's a defender and he has a height advantage more than Cristiano. So that's why I prefer Cristiano as my GOAT, but I respect Messi.
Bonnie, can I say something? Okay, so about that, something that Carson you have said, you have spoken about Cristiano stepping up in the treble that the not the treble winning the Champions League 3 consecutive times. I don't know whether you watched the I think it was the 2008 or 2009 Champions League final and the 2011 Barcelona versus Manchester United. Twice in those games, I believe Messi stepped up, and there is the iconic celebration where he kissed the boot. I wish Kelong was here, but anyway, so Messi also stepped up in those two finals. If we watch still the 2015 final against Juventus, still Messi stepped up. And you've spoken about Messi having not being able to maneuver through tough defenses. I believe in the early 2000s to 2000 to 2010 12, I think Manchester United had a very good team. They had a good centre back pairing of Vidic and Ferdinand, with the likes of Evra Oko kwa wing, and the people like Valencia. That was a very good defense, which was very good in the English Premier League, which Messi was able to maneuver through and would score like for fun against those teams. So I think you're wrong where you say that Messi doesn't perform against the difficult defenders.
Okay, allow me to substantiate. It's a nice quest, but what I'm meaning is that that coherence, or rather that longevity. You don't need either to perform in 2 games alone, and either the next game you're not performing. What I'm meaning, he's good. He dribbled past the best defenders, as you say, Evra, Vidic of that time, and Ferdinand. But what I'm meaning, when the team requires you to turn up. You remember when Cristiano was playing against Portugal against France in the 2016 UEFA Nations League.
He got
You
injured.
saw Cristiano did that, but he never went either to the dressing room and either to the hospital medication department. He came back to cheer up the team until they won that trophy. What I'm meaning is simple. You see, when you compare those two countries, Portugal and Argentina, Argentina have either they don't have that talent, they are average, but they have that fighting spirit. When you meet people like Acuna, they are on business, they mean business. But when you compare to Portugal, you see the midfield duo of Portugal as you compare to that of Argentina. At least you see Portugal has talent, but what do they lack? They lack that meaning business. You see, sometimes Portugal used to play players like Dalot. Dalot is a joke. That's why you see, per now, Dalot is not playing. They are playing a defender on that position. But you see, when it comes to Argentina, that defense line, when they mean they are coming to frustrate you as a striker, you are going to be frustrated. They mean business. And that's what gives Argentina and gives Messi an accolade. But when it comes to Portugal, if it's not Cristiano to show up and either work, then that team is not going to deliver. But with Messi, Argentina, they mean business. You see, Martinez in the goalpost is working. The defense line is not that it's a good defense, but you see, it's working. It's there to work. They mean business. But Portugal, people like Dalot, they are a joke. You are playing people like Joao Felix, a joke. You cannot win anything with those players. And that's why you see Argentina becomes on a map, a football map, ahead. Because Messi doesn't have to do a lot on the pitch. The only thing he does playing. Because people like DePaul, they mean business. They are average, but they mean business. So that's the only difference that brings those two people uh, to be distinguished, or rather, I, to say my perspective, Cristiano is my goat, but I also respect Messi. But I never meant he cannot dribble past serious defenders. That's what I was meaning.
Perfect. Perfect. The mini business Argentina, even when you see the Morata there playing, then you know the mini business. Fortune Buana, who is your goat and why?
CR7 baba, CR7 siku zote.
Sasa CR7 siku zote, sasa umesema CR7 na siku zote ndio why?
Wewe umuuliza goti ni nani na ukajibiwa.
Na why?
Why? Ai, CR7 is the goat. Hadi ukiangalia ligi zenye amecheza zote ametamba. Hata huyu jamaa akisema Messi, hata namsikiza na shanga huyu jamaa ananiambia nini. He say Messi depends on sijui Rodrigo, De Paul, sijui Martinez on the post, nini. So Messi depends on other players to win the trophy, si ndio? Ukiangalia CR7 amedharau akina Dalot, akina sijui Joao Felix. Yesterday's final sijui kama aliona Felix na Dalot mahali. Without them, Cristiano aliwin trophy. True or false? That's the truth. So Cristiano has proved everywhere. He has gone, he has played. Ukiangalia EPL alibeba kipa. La Liga amebeba tu La Liga, Champions League mingi. Italy, Syria amebeba. Ndio hii nini huko ameprove. Buda. CR7 is always my goat. At the age of 40, he's still delivering. Ameshinda kina Hoyland. So there's no way you can tell me ati Messi is the GOAT. Messi depends on others. Si ndio?
Quinto,
Uh,
I think Quinto, you guys are underestimating how good Portugal is. Tukiangalia hapo in the post, Diogo Costa is a good keeper. Okay, saizi this guy Ruben Dias saizi kidogo, I think he's not at his best the way we saw like 3 years ago. But ukiangalia somebody like Nuno Mendes is a brilliant left back, one of the best in the world saizi, and to me a Ballon d'Or contender. And midfield, we have the likes of Joao Neves is a maestro at his young age. We have the likes of Ruben Neves. We've seen what he did at Wolves. Now up to now, Ruben Neves bado ni deadly. Bruno Fernandes doing well. We have had the likes of Rafael Leao, brilliant guy on the wing. We have Pedro Neto. We have Gonzalo Ramos at his on a good day is a good striker. So I think you guys are underestimating how Portugal have a very good squad, and it's one which is experienced. But kama kina Felix kina and Dalot au saizi wako kwa bench because Portugal has a very brilliant squad. And then also hatuwezi kaa hapa tuseme Messi wana depend on other players because if you watch the 2014 World Cup, Messi ndo alikuwa anabeba Argentina. Even in the Nigeria game, he single-handedly won them that game. And in most of the games, Messi delivered for Argentina. So for him to win even the 2014 play of the tournament, you can't win it on the basis of depending on other players. You win it because you have been the best player. Hiyo nika kusema Modric alishinda 2018 best player World Cup because he was depending on other players like Mandzukic, Kovacic, and the like. So Messi doesn't depend on other players. Other players are the ones who play to his strengths. So Argentina plays to Messi's strengths. That's why they are winning. Different to Kitambo when they would single-handedly depend on him.
Kasu, unasemaje kuhusu vile Alex anasema?
Okay, Alex, I was explaining, you never got my difference. I said Portugal is a good team. It has talent, natural. But when you come to Argentina doesn't have talent. Get that.
What do you mean?
And if they have
Argentina
talent, they have an average talent, my brother. When you check on the midfield duo of Argentina, okay, let me just give you like let us compare like De Paul plays at the central midfield of Argentina. Can you compare De Paul with Vitinha? The only difference between De Paul and Vitinha is experience. De Paul has experience more than Vitinha because Vitinha is around 26 years. But when it comes to ball handling, sorry?
Just a good season. Vitinha amekuwa na good season bana.
Okay, amekuwa na good season, but you see,
my friend.
Okay, let me speak my point.
Carson, question to you.
Yes.
So you're saying Argentina has average talent. Is Aguero a world-class player or is he not?
Okay, let me respond to you. You see, I said
it was a yes
Argentina.
Or no question.
Okay, it's a yes. Aguero is a good player.
Is Di Maria world-class? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Is this guy okay?
Okay, let me explain. You see, on a perspective of what you are saying, either world class or either not world class, what the comparison either I'm trying to make is that when you come to a Portugal team and check on the Argentina's team, Argentina's team is a team that means seriousness when they're on the field. They're not players who are joking around. They know what they're playing. But when you come to like Portugal, without either Cristiano's either mandate and either that seriousness to implant in the team, that team cannot play to win. You see, for instance, the previous either Copa America, they are using a person like Otamendi. Otamendi is over 30 years, but he means seriousness while he's playing. They're using someone like, you see, the Tottenham second captain, this Romero. You see how he plays? He's very serious on what he's doing. You see, when you come to the midfield duo, they are meaning seriousness. They are not weak players. What I'm meaning is that Argentina has serious players. But if you compare the squad
Portugal
of
iko na
Argentina,
jokers ama.
Portugal is gonna jokers, of course. You see, people like Dalo, they don't need to play. That's why they're on the bench now. People like Joao Felix. And you see, even Liao now, he starts on the bench because he's a joke. They need serious players. You see, people like Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto has won a number. He has proved that at least he can play, he's serious, he means it. And that's why Liao is sitting outside. The young kid the other day who scored in Germany, he's playing as if to win. That is it. Sorry? So that's the difference I'm meaning. But I don't mean that Argentina doesn't have world-class players. It has. But it's a team that means seriousness while on the field.
I think Alex yeye haelewi vile unasema. Hao vijana wa Argentina wanaingia kwa uwanja ukitaka kuwin. Lakini
I think
pale
everyone
Portugal
anaingia kwa uwanja akitaka kuwin, ama kuna mtu anaingianga kama hataki kuwin.
kama jana Ronaldo angefunga, hakuna mtu mwingine angefunga hiyo bao. Mendes tu ndiye alijaribu hapo.
Correct.
Ronaldo anabeba timu nzima. Unaona? Lakini pale wanaingia kila mtu akijituma. Unaona? Kama ni yule jamaa wa Argentina pale anaingia pale kama striker, unajua kama ni Alvarez pale. Lazima afunge. Messi amekosa mechi kadhaa lakini Alvarez alikuwa anafunga. Hiyo ukiangalia kuna Simon yule kijana wa Diogo Simon pia. Kijana mdogo lakini pia akipatiwa chance ana perform. Kwa kila mtu anataka kufunga, anataka kuperform. Uzito pia anachangia. Ronaldo angefunga jana. Spain ingebeba hiyo kitu.
Argentina ni bullies. Those guys they are bullies bana. Ukiangalia pia physique, game yao ni tofauti. Ni gonga tu. Like hakuna rahisi hapo. Lazima uprove. Na playing alongside Messi pia kuna venye kuna impact imepatia wase wa Argentina. Ukiangalia hadi game ya venye akina Martinez, huyu Lisandro Martinez anacheza tu IPL, tells you something. Angalia Romero, hii final walicheza na Man U Europa. Angalia vile alikuwa na Arsene Maguire. Unacheki? Wanakubull tu, lazima utoke kwa game. Hiyo ndio mentality yao. In football si lazima ugonge touch hadi mtu aeme nini. Ni mentality tu yako, na ile unaangalia nani anakuja, wacha kuja venye anakuja. So ukiangalia ndio maana unasemanga Argentina kupatana na Brazil, hiyo game inakwanga tu sidhani hata inaweza isha, inakwanga tu vita. If you find the opponent mwenye anacheza same play na wewe, hakuna venye mnaweza control your game. It's poop. Nguvu yako ikusaidie. That's what Argentina inapata hiyo advantage. Unaona? Argentina
Wewe nakuuliza, wewe uliona World Cup ya 20, hata nikuulize. Una World Cup ya 2014?
2014 ilikuwa Brazil, Rio de Janeiro.
Uliona World Cup ya 2010?
Niliona Spain kibeba. Lakini bado nilikuwa kadogo.
Sasa unasema ati Argentina iko na shida. Wewe Argentina, unajua Argentina wakati ikuwa na kina Javier Mascherano wewe.
Sana unakwambiaje? hii football pia ni age. Wewe vile ulianza kuona unajua mimi naongeza hiyo 2010 yes it was
Imekuwa AI.
Huyu jamaa
Imekuwa AI, hatukusikii.
AI.
Hatukusikii.
Huyu jamaa amemute.
Unaweza kusikii? Hatukusikii bwana. Hebu angalia hapo utengeneze simu yako.
Sasa ulikuwa unamwambia aje? Watu vile ukiongea na hiyo
Hatukupati kuitwa.
Jamaa atakuja kuangalia mashine yake, shida ni gani? Unakubali kazi, unakubaliana na huyu jamaa vile anasema ama anasema nini? Unakubaliana anasema kwamba ati ni vita kati ya Brazil na Argentina. Yeye analinganisha pia Brazil na Argentina.
You see, I expect when people are coming on the show at least, and you should later be so sorry because Quinto is a footballer. He should be speaking as a footballer at the first. There's nothing like at football tukiingia kwa uwanja ni vita between Brazil na Argentina. As he said, what I can just concur, football sometimes is not about only playing on the leg. Football sometimes is also mentally. And that's why I'm saying Argentina, that's why I'm telling my brother Alex, Argentina is a team that means business while on the field. Meaning they have a strong mentality that they should win and they should score. The same way you see Garnacho playing at Argentina and compare him playing at Manchester United, they are two different things. At Argentina, he's meaning business, he's scoring goals. But when you come to Portugal, you are doing a reference between Portugal and either Argentina. You see Leao will dribble past each and every person. Then asifunge. You see, that is a joke. Joao Felix will just do the same thing, dribble past every defender, then he doesn't score. That is a joke. Those are the people I'm saying are jokes. Then you expect that such a team to win a World Cup. That is a joke. They cannot win unless they have Cristiano, who will always show up and score for them. And either, as Bonnie has said, if he never scored yesterday, then they could have lost the trophy. So what we are meaning is that football sometimes not only on the leg, sometimes is always mentally, and either also depending on the who is captaining that team and either the leadership. You see, Real Madrid under Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos was a mentally strong defender. He was there for the team. You saw the other time Atletico was playing Real Madrid in which Valverde fouled Morata. It's Sergio Ramos who shouted to Valverde to foul Morata. So what we're meaning, some teams, they lack that mental strength and that fighting spirit. That's why I do refer to Argentina as a soldier of players. They are soldiers. They mean what they're doing. But when you look at other teams, they are not serious. They have talent. They have everything. You see, Portugal has every kind of a player. But do they have that seriousness while on the field? That's the only difference between a winning team and a losing team. That's why you'll see just a small team either disturbing because they have a mental that they need to fight together, put together what they can, and even go overseas, provide more than even 100%. And that's what Argentina does. You see Argentina like a defender like Acuna, he was playing World Cup. He was defending very serious wingers like Mbappe, but you cannot dribble past that guy. He'll get a card, but I'm sure when he gets a yellow card, you are not more on the field. So they are playing that mental game, and they're very serious on the field, and that's the only difference that brings between those two countries, Argentina and Portugal.
So, question to
Asante.
you, Carson.
Asante, before you ask a question to Carson, my good friend Curtis, bwana, long time. Yesterday, Ronaldo pulled another trophy. Between Ronaldo and Messi, who is your real goat and why? You've been
I
lost
Messi.
long time.
Messi is my goat. I don't know why. Anyway, hi guys, how are you? I'm
You
alive.
can't
I'm
just
here.
come here
I'm
say
back.
Messi your goat without a reason. Give us a reason. You can't just say Messi is the goat.
Chill.
Give us a reason.
I didn't even say hi. This is why I should keep off because every time you guys see me, mnanionanga mnaona ni kama mmeona punching back. Maybe I should exit. I should leave because you don't even give me.
We have given you time now.
That's exactly so. I was
Barcelona
just saying
yuko.
hi guys. How you guys doing? It's been a minute. It's been a while, and I'm glad I'm back. This is why I think Messi is my god. Literally, not to take away from Ronaldo though, because Ronaldo he's also a god in his own way. But two, I don't even personally, I never see why the two have like we have to compare the two. They both have two different play styles. You know, they play different positions. So, but then again, it's us. We are fans, footballers, fans. We have the tendency or the need to compare players. Like that's how football supporting football works. So I think Messi is my good because one, Messi he has done he has done things Ronaldo hasn't done. I mean, you could still say the same thing for Ronaldo, but he's a good dribbler. Let's start with that. He is. He doesn't even. I don't even remember at any point Messi ever actually was given a penalty because he dived. Like he doesn't. He works so hard, and he for me, I the only reason I still take him is because it's personality. Basically, he's very humble and he is down to earth. I feel like at some point when I was younger, I liked Ronaldo. I got older and I realized Ronaldo as a human being sometimes an animal. He's very arrogant. But the good thing, his arrogance, it adds up in the field, yeah. So I mean on the field. So I those who love him, they know why they love him. But I don't like him as a human. But I like that he works really hard. But then I still think Messi is my favorite because he just plays like football. Like it's like he has some magnetic stuff on his feet that attracts the ball to him. He holds the ball so well. He distributes it so well. He he even scores and assists, and he has won everything there is to be won in the world football. Literally, I don't know what else is left. And if it's okay, he hasn't won anything here since amekuja US. By the way, like kwanza the last 3 months before nini yao ishe timu yao ilikuwa inapigwa left right center. Inter Miami, he had a lot of he had a lot of losses. I was like,
Then
kwani si Messi
Manchester
kama
ingine.
amechoka a retire? But I think that's why he is my favorite. He's just graceful on the field. Like there's no the kind of talent and the swag he's got. I think Lamine Yamal will get there. He's the only person who is displaying that. But at the same time, the dribbling, I feel like Lamine's dribbling is similar to that of Neymar. So I think Neymar is a
Dribbling
combination of
where? Yesterday, did he dribble yesterday?
a person is not defined by one game. And you also need to
No,
understand.
he's playing a very soft game. Let him come to Premier League to see
And
whether he
that's
can
okay.
perform.
I get that. I see your point, but then you need to understand wherever you've been placed in this world and you do better, it does not take away from who you are. Ameweka La Liga, but he's shining at La Liga. Okay, the other players who are not shining at La Liga. You cannot downplay a league just because unaona kuna mse somebody has cracked a code at that league. Who knows? Okay, he could come to Premier League. Maybe tuseme aingie kwa team yenye iko na gameplay yake ama style yake. He can still shine. I still think Lamine would shine in any league. I still think. You just need to understand that their team versus Portugal, this was a game of kids versus veterans. I was just supporting Lamine because he's exciting. It doesn't mean that I expected him to win over Ronaldo. Of course not. But he's good. Are you trying to take credit away from him that he's not good, Kimani?
Kimani ni nani?
Kimanzi. Nilikuwa nitakuwa nakuita Kimani ukasema sivyo. Kimanzi,
But
Bonnie.
me, I'm telling you the truth because I don't think that media has really hyped this kid to an extent that they think that he is very good enough to be called and also to be given Ballon d'Or. No way. It's
Wait,
time
who
to
is saying
go.
that he's... Wait, chill.
Let the boy go and relax and watch football being
Wait, chill. Are
Bonnie.
people
played.
saying he has to win Ballon d'Or?
Yeah,
No,
I've
we're
been
not
seeing media
necessarily saying that
also.
he has
Spanish
to win,
media.
but we are saying he's in contention. And Bonnie, you can't say that Lamine Yamal is not ready to win it because if we check on the history, Pele was winning those kind of
Awards.
when he was 17, 18. So we can't downplay somebody because of it, saying that he's not ready to win the trophy. How old was Messi when he won his first Ballon d'Or?
Just because the boy plays for Barcelona.
Now listen here.
It's not because
Personally,
he's
I
playing for
think
Barcelona. It's
no.
because
See, that's
he has had a
not the
brilliant.
I
reason.
see
That's not the
nothing when
reason.
you tell me this kid is playing football. Nothing.
Listen, Bonnie, here.
Desiree is playing football than this guy.
Bonnie, I tell
So
you today,
let
right
me,
now, here in
Bonnie,
front of these 4 people, this guy he might not win it this year. He shouldn't even win it this year. Literally, he shouldn't. But he should be in the short list. Basically, he deserves to be in the short list, but he shouldn't win it this year. But what I can tell you is, few seasons to come, he will win it as long as the story of Ansu Fati doesn't happen to him. You get as long as it doesn't end up like Ansu Fati, he will definitely win it.
Can this boy become a top scorer in La Liga in one season?
you see,
He's not a
Bonnie.
striker.
So let me answer that question. You see, Bonnie, it's not about scoring goals or assisting or playmaking.
You
It's
know what
about
it
the.
takes for you to be given a Ballon d'Or?
What?
Let
Tell
me
us,
ask you,
please.
Bonnie, how many goals did Modric score to win the Ballon d'Or?
Modric in 2018.
How many goals did he score to win the Ballon d'Or?
Modric won UEFA Champions League with Real Madrid. Modric
You have just said that.
So that's one reason. Give us reasons why you think he should have. Why did he win it? He didn't have goals. Literally, that's what Alex is telling
pushed
you.
Croatia to World Cup. Actually, I thought Croatia are going to win World Cup 2018.
But you know why he was given?
So if
Croatia is
Lamine does the
underdog.
same, then he's also in contention to win it. It's not about scoring or assisting. If he does the same what Modric did, then he will also be in contention to winning it.
He cannot win it.
Okay, should I also interject
anyway,
and
let me
either
finish.
you see? Should I also speak? You are leaning on Boni. You are being one-sided on Boni. Okay, when you check on Lamine Yamal and Modric, they are playing two different numbers. Lamine Yamal is a striker. He needs to score. You
He's
see,
not a
we cannot
striker.
say he's a winger. A winger is
Yes,
also part of
wingers
a
are not
striking
striker.
force.
Anyone who
Wingers are
plays
wingers.
front.
Wingers are
You
not
know what? Just
strikers.
because Rafinha and Mohamed Salah are
Wingers are
doing
not
it,
strikers.
it's not the standard for every winger.
No.
Just
Anyone who
because
plays
Mohamed
So,
Salah,
around the green.
so
Saka and
how do we define wingers in
Rafinha
football?
are doing it, it should not be a standard for every
Kwani front
winger.
three wanaitwaje? Front three
Huh?
wanaitwaje?
How do we define wingers in football? How do we define wingers? Yes,
They're offensive.
they're attackers.
Offenders.
They're attackers.
Yes.
Are they attackers?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they
But
need
they are
to
not
score.
striker is the number 9.
And what are we generalizing the front three? They are attackers.
Yes.
Are they
So
Now
what's the
listen,
attackers?
argument?
the reason they are called attackers is so that they can supply that number 9. That number 9 should be able to score goals, whether they come from the center, from both wings. But again, they're not limited. Like nobody's stopping them from scoring, but it's not their primary goal. That's not their primary goal on the field. They're just there like to create chances for the striker. Only teams like Arsenal that didn't have strikers, that their wingers had to struggle to do it for them.
So wait,
But
Cortez, sorry to interject you on that. Carson is saying that wingers are attackers. So if wingers are attackers, then Arsenal don't need a striker. if wingers are strikers, then why are Arsenal looking for a striker?
Now, why are you asking me? Am I the one
I'm
who was
asking
again?
Carson. I'm asking
Oh,
Carson. Yeah,
okay.
let
Okay.
Carson answer that.
Alex,
Yes.
I said a whole front three are forwards, and either we define them as attackers in footballist, and either in the football denomination. That's how we define them. The same way, number 8, number 10, number 6 are midfielders. Correct. And either you come to the changing football world where number 2 and 3, they're also part of the attack. Nowadays, in football, in the football history nowadays, they are part of the attack. But still, they are defenders. And you see, when you're speaking about the attackers, number 9 beat number 7, beat number 10, beat number
I
of
think
11.
people
Carson
who
is
are attackers.
contradicting himself.
Yeah.
I think you're contradicting yourself. You said right now
He's telling you
Where am
Lamine
I?
Yamal is a striker. So I asked you a simple question. So if you said wingers are strikers, you didn't say attackers, you said strikers. So if wingers are strikers, then I asked you a simple question. Why are Arsenal looking for a striker? They have Saka, they have Martinelli. Why are they looking for a striker? You haven't answered that.
Alex, you never got me. I said the whole, let me say the whole positions in the forward line, they are called the forward lines or either attackers. I never said wingers are, I never said wingers should score goals. But I said the
Again,
whole
you're
number
contradicting
9.
yourself.
All right.
Listen to me. I said number 9, 11, and
that's what
7,
I was
we are
told you.
generalizing as attackers or either forwards. That's what I'm meaning. And either, as we're saying, Yamal, okay, Yamal is on the forward line. Why can't he score? He should score. He's
Now I have
also a
a question.
forward.
That's the part I was telling you. It's not a shoot. It's not a must. That's not their job. It's not a shoot. It shouldn't be a shoot. And that's what I was saying. Just because there are wingers who are doing it gracefully, like Rafinha and Salah and maybe Saka, it doesn't have to be the case. Because when that happens, that's when the whole shift, like the whole thing, it shifts from the actual striker. What another could depend also on. Like, because right now in Liverpool, do we even actually know who the actual striker is? The number 9 is like, because maybe we do, but who is giving the numbers? Mohamed Salah. And I think that's why Carson thinks just because you're in the vicinity or you're in that list of attackers, you should be able to produce goals. I mean, as a manager, you expect all your players to score goals. Okay. But on paper, goals are expected more from strikers. Okay. So I was answering Barney in the sense that just because this guy didn't have enough goals, it should not disqualify him from being in the short list. And then Ogega gave another example of like, if it was just about the goals, then Modric shouldn't have won it in 2018. And then he went ahead and asked, okay, for him winning it in 2018, akauliza Barney, why do you think he won it in 2018? And that's where we left it. That's where Barney was saying, oh, he won it because he pushed Croatia.
Yes, and you can't say also that midfielders don't score. How many goals does Bruno Fernandes have? He's playing in the midfield, so you
Exactly. That's
can't
why
say
I'm
that
like, there's
midfielders
some
don't
people.
score.
No, I didn't say midfielder don't score. I'm
Now,
saying that it's not.
I'm pointing to Bonnie, so you can't say
Oh,
that
okay.
midfielders don't score because the midfielder don't score. How many goals does Bruno Fernandes have? How many goals has KDB been scoring across the years?
No,
So
we are
It
doing
depends
goals.
on
Fabo
the goal.
Diarrhea. We are doing Fabo
It
Diarrhea.
depends on.
How can we come? How can we come from front three to come back here and start saying about Bruno Fernandes? No
No,
way.
see, you're not even
No,
getting.
it's
Talking
an
Okay,
about
use another
example.
example.
It's an
this is Fabo
analogy.
Diarrhea.
You're
No.
asking.
Alex,
This is
Alex, use
Fabo
another
Diarrhea.
example, please.
Because
Use another example.
The
He's
front
allergic to
three,
Bruno.
how we are doing Fabo Diarrhea? Because the front three are typically the forward positions in a pitch, and our two, they form the primarily goal scoring and they create those chances in a game. And also it
Which it's
depends. It depends with the formation of the coach, unaona. So front three, huwezi cheza game kama una front three. Front three ni muhimu sana, and timu yoyote ikuwe ni ya wapi, kama una front three strong, hakuna mahali unaenda. Hata huwezi chukua hata Carabao, huwezi chukua kitu yoyote. So front three ndio kila kitu, na front three lazima win, lazima uscore goals. Na ukiangalia Lamine Yamal, okay, ukiangalia katikati ya Barcelona iko na vijana wazuri akina Pedri, lakini pia Yamal ako na hiyo energy ya kucreate chances na anafunga bao sometimes. Lakini ukiangalia Yamal at the moment, wacha kijana ajenge nguvu sana kidogo, wacha ameme kidogo. Sasa ndio season yake ya kwanza, mshaanza media yote saa
It's
hii
his second.
It's not his first season. It's not his first.
It's his second.
Okay, ni sasa ndio amejulikana vizuri. Hizo zingine zilikuwa tu anakula mchele. Sasa hizi ndio amespin bauka tatu hivi.
No, listen here.
Zinajulikana.
Bonnie, you're really discrediting this guy. The only thing I feel like I may fail short of is the goals. But everything else as a footballer that you need to do or you need to achieve, he like a lot of things that he has been able to be part of, he has done. He has produced, he has won. If it's the La Liga, he participated, he took his team, like he helped his team get the La Liga title. He helped his country get the Euros, you know, and all these other domestic cups that they play against Real Madrid. This guy at 17 owns Madrid, right? Like 6 games that he's played with against Mbappe, he's won. All the 6
You
games.
see now you are being biased. He owns Madrid. How has he
No, I'm using
Why did yesterday he own Nuno Mendes? Why? You saying he owned Madrid? Why did he yesterday own Nuno Mendes? And Mendes was playing full
You know why? Let me answer that.
Anakuja anakuja kijana.
Let me answer that. Can I answer that? You say I'm not being biased, okay? Earlier when Alex asked you, why do you think Modric won 2018? Ukasema aje alifikisha Croatia sijui.
No, it's analogy. It's just an analogy.
So you expected Modric to be a top scorer?
No, like Sisi, we are okay for him winning it. We are not questioning that, okay? We are not. We know. We understand why Modric won it. He did what, like he gave his best and he took his team to that. We know that, and that's why we feel like Lamine deserves to be in the short list of Ballon d'Or this year. He shouldn't win it though. I know that for sure. He shouldn't. Maybe it should be between Rafinha and Dembele. For me, those are my choices. So but we should not take away from his performances what he has done at his age, you know? Like at his age was like at 17, what had even Messi the GOAT right now? At 17, Messi was not even that relevant at 17. Cristiano wasn't relevant until what, when he was 21. So, but then again, we understand back then they never used to give young players actually chances. I think it's just the time changes. That's why, like, Yamin is in the modern times where if you're, as long as you have the talent and you're at a certain age, based on countries, based on rules, and you have the talent, you can show up. Like age does not restrict you from anything anymore. So I still think even though Ronaldo or Messi didn't achieve what they did at his age, it doesn't mean that they're not good enough or what not. It's just the timings. The timings and the chances that they were given. They were given their chances a bit later. Yamil is a starter he was a starter at 16. Actually, yes, he was a starter at 16 before he turned 17.
How sure are you that
when he was
17 years old? You know, these people lie. This boy looks old.
They lie.
Let's see.
They lie.
This boy is almost 22 years old. He looks
So
like
can you guys
22,
prove what
21.
you are saying? Because it's hearsay. So if you say Costa and Bonnie they lie, where is the evidence?
No, they lie. You know.
No, where is your evidence
we live
that
in a
they
world of
lied?
facts, so you can't come here and give us some sentiments. You have
They
to
lie.
give us things
Lukaku
based
got
on
29
facts.
years old.
Otherwise, you will be lying to our fans because here we stand on facts.
No. Lukaku got 29 years old.
Okay.
Exactly, yes, he is. If that's his age, I don't know his age.
You see, you are being blackmailed by this social media. Lukaku can never be 29
what I'm
years
saying,
old.
Bonnie, is that you have to substantiate what you are saying. You just can't come here and start creating things out of your head that you cannot prove to people.
No, we are not trying to create. We are saying that we cannot. You know, Curtis is saying that the boy started at 16. How can you be
Yes, it's true.
a superstar at 16 years old?
So wait,
Because
let me ask you a
I just
question,
gave you the
Bonnie,
reason in
again.
the beginning. I said the times have changed. Okay.
Let me ask Bonnie a question. Bonnie, we have been watching football for a long time. How old was Wayne Rooney when he broke into the Premier League?
Premier League, Barclays.
Yes, how old was Wayne Rooney when he started playing? He started scoring. To you, Bonnie and Carson.
Wayne Rooney.
Yes. How old was he when he scored his first goal?
And it was against who?
Yes.
Arsenal.
How old was Wayne Rooney? He was 16 years.
Yeah, he was 16-year goal kwanza hata
Yes.
hiyo onyesho almost every
Yes, and
season
if I am
waki.
lying, you guys need to go and watch some old school football. When Rooney was 16 years when he scored his first goal, and he was very
Against
brilliant at
Arsenal.
that age.
Uh, Alex, okay, I get
Yes.
your perspective, but what I meant is that you see, the whole football. Okay, football is just like, let me say something that is the same. Football in Kenya, the same way they train is the same way they do in Europe. What you mean? Forgery is there. Forgery of age is there in football. That's what I'm meaning. I'm not saying either Amal is not 20 or either is not 17. But what I'm meaning is that football matters age and forgery is there. People
Can I
forge their
answer that
ages.
question, guys?
Yes, and then we give Donald a chance. Karibu Donald.
Sawa. Bonnie, you know that in the West,
What is,
kids they
hold on, let's give Donald a chance. Donald,
okay.
who is your real goat between Messi and Ronaldo, and why?
His mic is on mute. Donald, unmute your mic. Okay, let's continue.
Akikaa mwana ataendelea. But Bonnie, unajua
Uh-huh.
yeah, you I think unaangalia Yamal alafu una compare with a 16-year-old mwenye ako Kenya. I just think that's how you think, or that's how you look at it. But then let me
No,
tell you one thing.
forgery,
No,
forgery.
chills.
Number sahi forgery. Forgery is there in
Listen,
football.
listen. Forgery is a thing. Atukatai, okay? Like no one is like forgery is a thing. It has happened because I remember there was one AFCON at one time where they were telling us a Nigerian goalkeeper was 19 years old. But that's not the case. In the West, kids grow up so fast. They really do. And you know why? Because uko hawana njaa kama sisi, like hata msiju uko boarding school yenye hata ukuli actual nice food.
Ati hawana
These
njaa
ones
kama sisi.
like hawana njaa kama sisi manze, like unaona, like people like us unakula KFC once every 2 months ama even once a year, like I would say fast food is at every turn, at every corner, until umanza kukua in a team whereby like it's serious, then you go on a diet. Yeah, football, there are diet for players here, which can bodybuild you, which can give you like, and like they have a diet, that the particular diet that they follow in. And if you don't believe it, archives za Yamil, I mean, sorry, Yamil, Yalamin, his archives are available on the academy hiyo ya Barcelona, or even they're just floating somewhere on YouTube. I'm sure kuna se amepost about Lamin when like jani yake akiwa mdogo. You can see, you can actually also take a look at the fact that his dad, have you seen the dad? Do you think that dad looks like he something like 50 years old? The dad is even younger than Ronaldo. So you want to make a kid look like he's 20 something when the father is 32. So what, the guy gave birth to him when he was 12?
That guy cannot be that too, one.
Ah,
I,
Pia.
But okay, what I'm saying, Bonnie and Carson amepotea is maybe there is forgery, but what I'm saying is that in order for you to stake any claim, you should back up what you're saying with facts, so that we believe what you're saying. Otherwise, it remains to be a hearsay. I cannot come here and say Cortez is a thief. I have to
Mm-hmm.
back up what I'm saying. Nikuje niwaonyeshe receipt Cortez told this or that, so that people can believe. And I think that's the world we are living in. Otherwise, if you just say things without proving, inabaki kuwa hearsay.
But there's no way Lamin's age has been forged. That's for sure. Like, nah. There's no forgery in his age. You can even see even the parents he has. His parents are really young. You in his journey, even when he was 15 when he started out. If you compare 2 years Lamin 2 years ago versus Lamin Sai, you'll see the difference. And you know, as boys they actually have this thing called growth sprout. I mean sprout. Like You could go on a holiday with a like mnaezaenda holiday, mmefunga shule, mnarudi kuna jamaa in that one summer, jamaa amerudi ni mrefu kushinda mtu class. Unashangaa, okay, ulienda kukula nini in 3 months? It happens with guys. Boys, they grow like that. Mse anaweza cheza tu chini kiasi tu for like so many years ago asongi, but out of nowhere mse ashakuwa mrefu. I've been around a lot of guys. I've been around a lot of mi mwenyewe in class 7 I was one of the little ones. Class 8 tulirudi holiday nimeshashinda kila mtu mrefu. And that's because I went to Juba for 2 months. All I was doing was eating na kumanga. Tunarudi kufanya KE, mi ni mrefu kwa kila mtu darasani except msichana mmoja Msomali alikuwa. So it happens. Growth spurt is something. It happens just because you think he looks big or he looks taller and all that. Hata mtoto wa Cristiano, unataka kukataa say okay, the Cristiano kid, he's 15. He's taller than his dad. You want to tell me he's not 15? Pia unaweza kataa, at least wewe uliona akizaliwa, uliona akimea. Can you dispute that, Bonnie, that Ronaldo Jr. is not 15?
Huyo ako 15.
Exactly, they are age mates na kina Lamine, like they are in the age group. It happens. Lamine
I
is
don't know
17.
because Lamine, we don't know where Lamine came from.
From La Masia.
You know, at least we knew that Ronaldo has ni kama saa hii watoto wa Korea tunajua vizuri wako na miaka ngapi. Tunajua vizuri watoto.
MLS. Do you believe MLS is 18?
Yeah.
Luis Kelly.
Unaamini he's 18?
Mbona hata ajui Luis Kelly?
Aya, hizi kosa kujua. Ameona like argument yake inaenda mrama, so
ana Google.
Mimi nakwambia mimi sitambui huyo kijana anaitwa Lamine. He's just hata jalala kwa comments hapa anasema this is a little boy. This guy just dancing around and playing with his small brother. Little boy. And it's very
okay, he's a little boy, that's okay. Yeye ni fact bado, but
Jalala akuje aseme hizo comments, akuje kwa show atuambie hizo vitu.
Niambia.
Skizeni hapo hivi. Lamine ni mtoto, yes, hakuna mtu anakataa, but he's doing what adults could do. And that's why at the end of the day you realize, you sit down, you realize in football, it's two things. It's either you have the strength or the stamina to keep up, like Milner, or you have the skills, like Akina Neymar, Pele, Ronaldinho, and you make it. Those two, as long as umeyapatikia moja hizi mbili, mtu kaa Saka, the only Saka is very relevant, ama his comparison to people right now. See it because he's flashy? He's not. He doesn't have the flash game style ya Foden. But because Saka is very consistent and he shows up, that's why he is in a conversation with somebody like Foden. If you can see, me personally, I used to see Foden and Saka as a story of Ronaldo and Messi. You know why? Foden is the flashy player, while Saka is the hard worker. So in football, it's two things. It's either you work hard or umezaliwa nayo. Lamine amezaliwa nayo. All we need to do is accept that.
Actually, Cortez, Foden has always been a guy of potential, and I can say he only had one good season, which is the last season in alichukua Player of the Year, and I think that year, without taking anything away from him, he was good. He was the best player in the league. But hizo zingine, he was scoring like 10, 11 goals. That's pretty much average. And this season we have seen the true colors of him. And to add also to that, he has never performed for England. He has been horrible.
He has never.
He's Darwin Núñez when it comes to England. So this guy, Foden ako chini sana. I can't respect that guy. 22
I was telling my friend Jalal, I've only remember Foden having one good season.
Only one. So we can't respect Foden.
No, I mean, as a player, he did give. I guess he's actually the one season wonder. people say that about Salah, wakasema about Cole Palmer, and nobody actually ever said Foden was a one, because no one discusses City players literally other than KDB and Haaland until when Rodri aliumia and also Rodri akaingia kwa conversation. Like, and I think
Yeah,
the reason why
actually,
Foden hajapata backlash is because no one discusses City players like that.
I
But
don't know
you wait.
I don't know any Man City player. I don't know any Man City player. The only person I know in Man City is the coach, Pep Guardiola.
Ujui KDB?
KDB. I don't know him. You know why? I follow quality. I follow quality, so I
KDB
won't
is
pick.
quality. Hebu acha kuvuta wewe.
I am not. This is my own opinion.
Okay. Jalala, why were you saying Lamine katoto kadogo anacheza sijui nini?
Nani Lamine Yamal? Lamine, mi nasema tu Lamine mi nilikuwa na agree yeye ni myang, juu nilikuwa naona ni kama nasema yeye ni mzee. So mi nilikuwa nasema tu yeye ni mdogo.
Ni mtoto.
Actually,
Kwanza
Boni anatuambia pati yako 22.
Wewe wacha, wadhani ni
Boni ametranslate
Nigeria.
vibaya. Ametranslate vibaya. This is how he put it. Alisema ati Jalala alikuwa hapa jana akisema Lamine ni katoto kadogo kanacheza tu hapa yezi nini. So I'm like, does that mean Jalala anadharau Lamine ama hatambui talent yake?
Wapi, mimi nilikuwa nasema Lamine lazima ashinde Ballon d'Or.
Ulikuwa unasema atashinda?
Lazima ashinde. Ala, one of the best players sahi anashika ball. Hakuna mtu
Jana alikuwa
noma kuliko Lamine.
Jana alikuwa wapi?
Ati?
Jana alikuwa wapi?
Jana kuna fullback anaitwa Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes.
But Kieni, I think the reason why he didn't perform yesterday, that's where Sasa, you can see the experience and the age comes in. Apo Sasa, in that sense. Like, sometimes age and experience will always triumph at it. Like, akili hapo. So, nguvu pia. Jamaa hana nguvu. Kiona mwili alikaliwa. And maybe the play style hakuelewa.
Alikaliwa aje na Nuno alikuwa anapanda anamwacha. Hata anasahau kama kuna mtu anashika. Anaenda anakaa huko kwa goal post. Alafu mpira ikipanda na
alikuwa amemakiwa na Nuno Mendes, na bado kuna nini, walikuwa na double up, saa nyingine wana triple up, so walikuwa washafunga avenue, walikuwa wanajua avenue ya Spain ni Lamine. Wakishafunga Lamine hakuna kitu kingine wanaweza fanya.
Yeah, creativity itashuka.
So hiyo na ukishaanza kuminimize threat, then game ilienda away of Spain, unaona. Na Portugal, si ati Portugal ni team noma. Portugal mi kwanza hata siwa consider hata kama wanaweza shinda World Cup or anything.
No, what they
Nations League ndio wanaweza shinda peke yake.
Hata Euro.
They won't win. That's
but
for sure.
As in Lamine Boni mimi nakwambia Lamine ndio the best player in the world right now for the next 15 years. Hakuna mtu mwingine anacheza ball kama Lamine. So hata useme ni mdogo ni nini, jana hakufanya yeye.
No, anakataa age yake, anasema he's 22. Anasema ako 22.
Si ndio hiyo sasa, na ako 17 anacheza kama mtu ako 22.
Nikamuuliza, if you think so, mtoto Ronaldo na Lamine are almost age mates. Mtoto Ronaldo is 15 and he's taller than the dad. Does that mean
wewe unatuambia mtoto wa Ronaldo tunajua alizaliwa lini? Because Ronaldo alikuwa bado ana shine. Sasa tutajuaje Lamine alitoka wapi?
You know what, Bonnie? You know what can make it easy? Go look up the UNICEF campaign that ilifanyika in like players of Barcelona walikuwa featured, and that's how Messi actually ended up being the one to hold Lamine kwa hiyo campaign when he was younger. Go and look at that campaign. Ilitolewa lini? Okay. When was it released? And in that picture, Lamine alikuwa how old? Kama ujui Lamine ametoka wapi?
So Jalal hapa anakuja kutuambia Lamine Yamal, of course, is the best player in the world for the next 15 years.
But that I just told you that earlier. I was telling you, even if this year hatashinda, I'm telling you, rest assured he will get it. Atashinda. Hata kama see next season, he has that potential, that ability to get what is out there, and he'll get it. He'll win it. Although this year, if we are talking in terms of goals and and contributions to a team, I think it should be for Rafinha. But if you're talking about trophies and like the higher trophies in Meshindo, maybe Dembele because he has UCL. But
Actually, Cortez,
but if we
so
are
if you are to ask me after yesterday's game,
mm,
and let's say if Paris win the Club World Cup, then
mm,
I think uh, I think Nuno Mendes deserves it because he has been brilliant for PSG winning the treble. He has also won the play of the tournament in the Nations League. So if he can go on and do the same in the Club World Cup, then I think we need to have a fullback winning it. Speaking as somebody who has played fullback, I
yeah,
think that
I know.
position
Instead
is
of forward.
I think that position is always overlooked because you find if a defender or let's say a fullback or even a centre back plays well, they're always overlooked comparing to attackers. But I
To
think
attackers, yeah.
if they go and win the Club World Cup, Nuno Mendes deserves it. And speaking as a black person, I also want we want the your trophy ikuje home. We want it ikuje home for black people.
All the contenders this season are black people, actually. When you wako kwa hiyo list, kwa short list, they're all black. I don't think I don't know which of the white people is that deserves to be on that.
Maybe Vitinha, he has had a good season.
Yeah, maybe Vitinha, but kwa list sahi, it's all black people ndio wanna compete against each other, and it's a good thing. Like nobody didn't even maybe I'm realize, but if you look at it, ukiangalia wase wenye wanafaa kukuwa contenders ama kukuwa in the short list, they're all black. Most of them are black at least.
Yeah, so we have to win it so that people put respect on black players.
True. I mean, they do respect black players. Black
Yes,
players made
but
football.
I think
Latest
Cortez we
Zubimendi ni
always
black
overlook.
actually.
I think Cortez black players are always overlooked when it comes to winning those kind of
Awards, yeah.
yes awards. Because I'm not saying that Vinicius Junior deserved it ahead of Rodri, but I'm saying if Vini Junior edged it a little bit against Rodri, they would just find a way of being biased to make it ikae kama Vini didn't deserve it. So that's why I'm saying even if this year these people can just try to make a way yenye ikae ni kama let's say somebody like Vitinha or somebody else or even hata Marquinhos or someone else to make it look like under the talisman so that a black person doesn't win it.
Well, it just sucks that the people that have to vote. Wait, when someone the reporters no vote.
There is
How many
no way
Yeah,
players?
journalists.
Ronaldo will just come in.
Yeah, reporters, the journalists.
It
Oh,
will
they'll
not
give it to
just come to
Lamine.
Africa.
No, I'm not saying Africa, I'm saying black people in general. Sasa kwa Afrika hata tusionge hiyo, sasa hiyo hawawezi taka kabisa.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Anyway, like look, had Salah not gotten out of the international competitions mapema, labda he would have been he would have been the prospect, literally.
Yeah, true. But
Ama
for that to
tupatie
happen,
Ballon d'Or kukae Saka basi.
Mbona apotea Saka sasa?
Alikuwa na assist mingi last season.
So that's not this. Bro, usianzisha argument haina miguu. Saka doesn't even deserve a player of the season kwa team pekee tena hata na ligi.
but anyway, outside that, this week tumeona this guy Big Ange has been sacked, and the hot
Hey,
favorite
thanks
for
for
that
bringing that
job
up.
is the hot favorite ni nani Thomas Frank. So
No, but
my question,
I was
my
gonna ask a
question to you
question, but you
guys,
asked my question.
yeah, my question to you guys is, does Big Ange deserve a third season despite the 22 losses, or did the management make the right decision?
Who's going first?
Tottenham, they are just allergic to winning. That is why they sacked him.
But they had 22 losses in the league.
I think personally,
you know, they want the trophy. You want the trophy for them, and then the management decided.
I think they should have.
Oh no,
What I
we don't
think,
do it.
I think they should have given him a third chance because despite the fact that Tottenham had 22 losses, I mean Tottenham was also one of the teams that had injury woes as kwa teams zenye zilikuwa na injury. I mean injured players. They had injuries as well. So really, like, there's nothing much he could do with the players he had. And even them winning that cup, City didn't win it because they were good. They won it because Manu was much worse than them.
But you see,
So
that's
I
out of
think he should
Spurs
have stayed.
control.
Huh?
United being shit is out of Spurs control. They're just supposed to do their job and to pick the trophy.
Yeah. So that's like they won that. Like, so I know had he not won it, they would have sacked him the next day.
True. So, and is Thomas Frank the best manager to replace him?
There's no best manager for Tottenham.
Because
They had the special one and couldn't even win.
They fired him before the final.
Yeah, exactly true.
Yeah.
Jalala
Tottenham are their own worst enemy. They're their own worst. Huh? So Jalala, do you think that he should have stayed? That's the question this guy is asking.
Mnaweza nisikia sahi?
Yeah.
I think him winning the trophy, they should have maybe given him a chance, at least maybe another 6 months after the new season. But at the end of the day, you got to look at the league form and how the league ended up, the position they ended up, and how they were performing in the league, and you have to take that into account, you know. And if anything, it was a horrible season. I don't think they've done as bad as that before. So, infinitely, he had to leave. He just had to win the trophy and leave. That's all he had to do. But I think it would have been better if they let him win the trophy and just let him walk instead of sacking him. I'll be honest. But
I see why.
Thomas Frank.
End of that.
Thomas Frank. Yeah, I think Thomas Frank is a very good manager. I think he'll be a very good fit for Spurs. You've seen the work he's done at Brentford, you know, with the minimum budget, you know, players like Wissa, Mbumo, and when he had Ivan Toney in there. I think Thomas Frank is very flexible. You see, sometimes he can play with the back three, back five, back four. He does it all. So I think he's very adaptable, and that's very important in a manager. So I think Thomas Frank will do. I think he will do good. We just have to wait and see how he pans out in the in Champions League and all these other cups, maybe the FA Cup, Carabao. If he can win something, and I think with Tottenham's budget, yeah, he definitely can. He can stand a chance to win a Carabao at least. So I think Thomas Frank would be a good manager for Spurs, for real.
Where does that leave Brentford, though?
See, they have to find
who cares about Brentford?
Because
who is worried
what I
about?
know,
nobody cares about Brentford, blood. Like, who are these guys?
The assistant
they
manager
do.
can
That's what
take
people are
over.
Brentford when they had Ivan Toney.
Listen,
no one cares about them.
They don't care for the team, but people care for the players. That's why That's why their team's coming for their strikers. And mind you, now they're gonna lose their strikers, their forward, and they're gonna lose their manager. So you think like in next season, Brentford, it's like it's coming into the league. Kama imeumia. if they don't find replacements for their.
They're gonna get some compensation if Thomas Frank leaves. So they're gonna get money, and they're selling players, so they're gonna get money. That's not our business. That's why they got a sports director. If they can buy new players, they can buy new players. If they cannot buy new players, that's their own problem. But
Wait, did they make it into the Conference League?
No.
Are they in the conference?
No.
No, I don't think so. They're not in Europe.
No.
Brentford are not doing nothing. It's just a mid-table club team. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? They'll just get some other players, and life
Actually,
goes
it's only
on.
this
But
season.
Brentford were not.
It's only this season. It's only this season they have actually outdone themselves. Brentford is normally like at most maybe 12 to 16th hapo ndio wao huchezea like
So hakuna kitu ya maana walikuwa wanaenda kufanya. So it was just time for Thomas Frank to move on to a better team, and I think Tottenham will be a very good fit for him. He has shown his work with Brentford since he brought them up. So yeah, I think he will do good over there. Honestly,
yeah, he might not, or he might get sacked after 6 months. So let's just hope
I don't think
with
he'll be sacked after 6 months.
with
After
the
six
budget.
months, the person who should be sacked is Arteta. Arteta should be sacked by Christmas. What do you think about that, by the way?
Who
Arteta.
na hata me I've given Ateta this coming season with a striker nione venye atafanya.
Come on. Come
You know
on.
why? Because Jalala, you have to understand that Ateta penye ametoa Arsenal, he has done the work. I'm a revived team, yes, but he hasn't given the results needed for that team, for the team of that caliber. But to on it, maybe some people he believes in the process, so acha tuone process yake. He's been asked the last 2 seasons akwana, the first season yenye ali lose league akasema oh the players are still young, we are getting there and we just from a rebuild. Second season sijui alipeana excuse gani, which is yeah, last season to lose by 2 points. That was the most painful. Hiyo hata ndio nasema hiyo ndio tulibottle kabisa. And then this season we were not even in the title race, but because it's Arsenal, let's ride on them, you know. Let's acha tuwasumbue jini Arsenal. But if anything, this season it was between Chelsea and Liverpool. Chelsea by December waliamua kuleta another voice. Oh, all we just want is just 3 points. Ikafika mahali wakaanza kuhand out 3 points for free. So me I don't know. Next season mnaona winner ni nani? Who are you people like mna pre-predict? Which team are you guys
Man
banking on?
City all day, all the day.
All
So
day. Okay,
I
Man City.
So I think it's going to be between Man City and Liverpool. And the problem that I have with Arsenal Cortes is one, I think Victor Gyökeres has a better CV compared to Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko, he's an upcoming player. He's just another, let's say somebody like
Another developing
Nicholas
player.
Kai
Jackson.
Havertz.
Yeah, yes. No, Havertz is very terrible. Havertz is terrible. So I'd say he's another Hugo Ekitike. Those are just upcoming players, and I think right now you don't need upcoming players. You need somebody who has
Complete.
yes,
Yeah.
you need somebody who has a good track. And then the funny thing is he is more expensive than people like Victor Gyökeres and the other strikers. So for
No, but
Leipzig
Skia.
putting a field fee something like 90 million, I think that's a lot of money. And I'd
No,
say also
Alex, I don't
Cortez,
think
you
it's to
guys.
do with the age. I might nini. Because if that's the case, then Haaland shouldn't be in any conversation with strikers in the world right now. Haaland is among the youngest strikers, say in the leagues across top Europe top 5 leagues. Zote. It's to do with what you can give and what you can provide as a player. It's just on you. It's not, it has nothing to do with age. I think Haaland came when he was 21 to the league, right? Or 20,
Yeah,
I
true.
think. Yes,
But
and
I'm
Yeah,
saying
he
Cortez.
21.
But
yes,
Cortez,
and
I'm
he
saying, you see, Haaland is a top striker, and
Haaland is a
Sesko is yet
generational
to
goal
hit.
scorer.
Yes, Sesko is yet to hit. Let's say even 30 goals in a
15
season.
goals.
Yes, even. So you see that. So those are the things we are
but amjui
questioning.
labda ni
He's
timu yenye
yet to
yako.
hit
Maybe
the.
hana
No,
suppliers.
no. If
No,
you
it's
cannot score 15
before
goals in the
Leipzig he was playing also
Bundesliga,
in.
you're not that guy.
Before Leipzig, he was playing, I think, in Salzburg. If I'm not wrong, he was playing in Salzburg, and there he was also not scoring like 25, 30 goals. Whereas we can see Haaland's track record before joining City, the guy was scoring goals for fun. So I'm saying that's the difference. And if you can score goals, we can't bring the edge factor. We can bring the edge factor when you're not doing your job.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, I feel like age factors has in Guinea, it's a biased thing because like some people perform irrespective of their age. Some people can still be 30 and not doing anything. So it's just on individual. And maybe the style of play and that we don't know. We like I don't know. I'm okay with either or. If they bring Gyökeres or Sesko, I just need a striker, basically. That's what I'm saying, personally. I just need Arsenal to have a striker. I don't care where they get the striker from. We just have to have another number 9 that we can. Jesus is very injury prone. Mjamaa
And
atacheza
he's
2 months.
average. And he's
Yes,
average.
exactly. So we can't even count on him anymore. Harvard have his moments. There are some months atacheza straight akicheza vizuri and then he'll have a dip in form. We don't, and that's why like we don't we can't count on him because there's no assured consistency from the two strikers that we had before they both got out on injury. So I don't care who they bring in. I just need Arsenal to have a striker, and I need Arteta Atoe the best in whoever he brings into the team.
What about a winger on Martinelli's side? Do you guys need a winger,
Why
coaches?
Martinelli's side? Me, I think it should be more of Saka's side.
Hebu Jalala tupatie his 2 senses.
Kwani hamjaona
Martin,
jana Rafael yao? Ukijana ni
huh?
That's
mnoma.
yes, good question, Bonnie.
Ukijana ni mnoma na Nico Williams. Hey.
Yes, so yes, and last time coaches, kuna time we had a show, me and you, and I asked they are good names. Bonnie ametaja Rafael Leao. We have Nico Williams. Those players might cost something like
Ati
6
mnasema
million.
niwaambie nani?
Which
See,
wing in Arsenal in a Itaji backup? Is it the Saka side or Martinelli side?
Disbandle the entire team bwana. Timu yote iuzwe.
Nyamaza cha hata onge football.
If Arsenal need a whole front line. They need a whole
Revamped,
front line.
added, senior. Every player front
I would say they need 2 starters. They need somebody for Martinelli. Martinelli is not good. That boy is trash.
Thank you.
You guys don't have a striker. Whoever is in there, Kai Havertz, Shai Havertz, that guy is horrible. That guy is just a giraffe over there, doing nothing. Horrible guy. So yeah, I think those 2 positions are very important for you guys to have 2 players who would come straight into the team and start over both of them. And then you also need a backup for Saka because Saka has no backup. And
see, I said exactly.
Your
Saka
manager
needs
is
a
just
backup.
gonna run him straight to the ground, and he just had was it a hamstring injury? So
Yeah, and that's exactly the same thing I was saying. Saka mostly, I hope he window isishe kama hajapewa backup. People say Nwaneri is his backup, but Nwaneri does a lot better in number 10.
yeah. I mean, you can try. The manager can try and put the player over there. Shoehorn him in there. Maybe come in the second half for 20 minutes, see out the game or whatever. But you guys definitely need a backup for Saka. I think Nwaneri is a midfielder. He needs to be starting at number 10 over Martin. No shoulder guard. This guy is horrible. This guy just be flicking his hair in the game, doing nothing, just running around looking busy, flicking his hair, hiding behind the players. Unajua vile player unajifanya unaitisha ball lakini umejificha mali ball haiwezi hata pasiwa. Lakini unaitisha nipe ball, lakini uko nyuma ya maplayer, ball inafika aje hapo? Odegaard fraud mbaya sana, anakuwa anajificha sana.
No.
Naendo captain. I've never seen a captain who gets subbed out so much. What captain is this?
Skia, Odegaard right now, actually after his injury for sure, he's been trash. Before his injury, he was trying. But at the same time, Odegaard what this season is nothing compared to Odegaard what 2023, 2022 season. But I just know that yes, he came back.
Also Odegaard is a 1-season wonder, right?
To Jui Bado, this is his second season that we thought he would come and bring out the best he had started in 2023, but he ended up getting injured.
How long has he been in Arsenal?
since 2021, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
think
came in
21.
when Arteta was offloading Unai's team.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't think I just don't think Odegaard is good enough.
He will
I just
revive
don't
it.
see it.
He
Huh?
will. It's just the injury. But let's see. Let's see venye itakuwa. Injury, by the way, it doesn't leave players the same way as for KDB. KDB, the only reason as this season KDB hasn't produced, but it didn't take away from all the work he has done over the other years, or over the other seasons.
But you
Injury
see,
does.
you can't even put Odegaard in a conversation with KDB. He can never lace his
No, I'm
boots
not
like
putting them in the
KDB.
same Skia, ujanielewa? I'm not
Uh,
putting them in the same conversation. I am saying that in the sense of injury, how injury can change a player. That's what I was saying.
yeah, but you see, even when you say that, Odegaard has never been anywhere near to a quality of a KDB for you to say he's gonna come back either way. His best season was how many GA did he have? Was he even more than 30?
32, I think.
And that was how many goals?
He had 15 goals and 15 assists. And that was just the Premier League peke. Hatukuweka other.
Nah, I'm not believing that one. That is
Look it up.
only Premier League?
Yeah, look it up.
Mbona
No
tufanyie
way.
fact checking?
Yeah, Odegaard.
Yeah.
Sangapi.
Which season is that one quoted? Because I remember
23.
the
2023.
23 Martinelli was the top scorer with 15 league goals.
No, 23-22. Angalia tu, I'm sure.
22-23. I'm at 23-24.
22-23.
22-23 was the season where Muli bottled Kitambo. I don't think it's that time he had 15 goals.
I promise you, Odegaard has never scored 15 goals in the league.
Boni atutolee stats.
Hiyo lazima ikuwe in all competitions.
Yeah, here it says.
Huh?
Oh. Hii inaniletea nini general.
The guy has only since he joined Arsenal, that is Odegaard. Since he joined Arsenal, I think he has only 15 goals.
No, he has 34 goals and 31 assists. Ni nini shida yako?
Yeah, 34 goals and 31 assists.
But he's trying. But he's not worthy to become. He's not worthy to become Arsenal captain. Same way to Reece James. James has no captaincy qualities.
James is also one of the defenders. He's also one of the people that had one season wonder. James had one of the good. Kumbuke kama in 2020 and 19. Your time to lose. The time we lost Europa. It was 1920, right?
No,
for you to become a captain, you must always be there for the team. You see, the way
his sister does even better than him. So
you see how you see
how not a one season wonder.
Bruno Fernandes stands for Man
United. Your captain is the worst kwa injury. He's very injury prone. Mse anachezanga 2 months ashatoka.
But I think Reece James is a very quality player. I think when he is fit, he's definitely the best right back in the league.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think it's just the injuries that has ruined him. But other than that, I think he's a very quality player.
No. What about captain? For you to become a captain, you must also.
I agree with your point. Yeah, he can't be the captain.
That's why I think either Big Gabi or Rice should be the top captain. One of them apewe.
Rice,
Gabriel Magalhaes as those captain quality.
Yeah,
quality. Yes,
true. I agree. So, but still to Boni, to Masema Reece James, I agree also. James is not the best captain, but who is right for that armband to Kitoa James?
In Chelsea, yeah, currently.
Fernandes.
Oh yeah. You can give it to him because he has won the World Cup also. Yeah, he's been in Argentina team.
You know,
I think
and also,
yeah, you can give it to him. He has experience.
And also, for you to become a captain, you can also show those leadership skills. The same way we saw when Sergio Ramos was captain for Real Madrid. You know how Ramos used to control that team. You know, you
Do you
see,
actually know that?
sometimes we have problems with the team. We are given some yellow cards. We also have problems. But James will just find James just walking around like just a normal player. He just don't bother. He doesn't care whether we have given a yellow card, whether this is a foul, whether you know. He's just a calm guy. Captain does not
You don't need
be
to be
always
calm. You have to
calm.
be.
You have to be
Unafaa
rude. You
kuboa
have to
say.
show those qualities that I am the captain of this team in this field. Why are you not giving us this penalty?
True. But I just think that most teams to actually really, I think they should be giving captain armbands to like to backline, because backline is what win you the trophies, titles. It doesn't like, because backline they see from behind, they see and read the game as you play, and like forward, Auji, what is happening in the back.
Actually, I think Cortez, it's more of about it's more of the leadership. It's not more of the position. You can
No,
captain
yeah, of
from
course, leadership,
as
of
a
course.
number nine. You can
Uh-huh.
captain as a midfielder. You can even captain as a keeper. So I think it's not more of the position. It's more of the leadership.
True. That's what like Sikatayo, like that and also like Pia. I still think if captains are in the back, they'll be able to read the game much better than when they are busy trying to score up front, and then your defenders are misbehaving hapa nyuma kidogo kidogo, mtu ashapewa red card, unashangaa umepataje?
Ama unasema hivyo juu jana Morata aliingia akachukua amband alafu anauza pena.
Huku mtu alinibo pia yeye. like msa amecheza ligi for over 10 years plus, and you miss a penalty. See, you're not even a rookie. Like, there's so many hundred ways you've learned how to score a penalty. He ought to have scored that penalty.
But actually, I think the problem is on the coach because he had better takers. There's somebody like Daniomo who was on the bench. He could have played. He could have scored a spot kick. There are people like who is this guy? Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres would have
Yeah,
scored a
Torres, yeah.
spot kick. So I wonder how he brought in Morata, and then he came in akachukua armband, and then he went and he kicked one of the worst penalties in the game. He made it very easy for the goalkeeper to catch it.
I was like, this guy, he's not serious. But I need to go, guys. It's been good. And actually, before I go, what do you guys think about Max Dorman, the little kid? You guys think he should come in next season and bench Odegaard?
We are still here to know about him. Ni kama this guy, there's this guy for River Plate, Amastantuono, who has been bought by Madrid, and people are hyping him up, but he's still a kid. So let's give him time. Let's not overhype him.
Let's see.
Yes.
So
He's
then
been
coaches,
playing.
the Club World Cup is being played in the USA, isn't it?
Yes.
So
You can't make though.
So Alali is playing against which is the first team? We have Alali against Inter Miami. Does the Egyptian side stand a chance against Inter Miami? Because I feel like Inter Miami is terrible.
Inter Miami without Messi is just another League One team, Division 2 team.
Manchester United.
Yeah, it's another Manchester United with Bruno Fernandes, basically. That's how Inter Miami is. It's just happened to be a team known because of Messi. It doesn't mean that it produces results. Hata hii
Okay, so
team yetu hapa ya town yetu, Sounders FC, it's even better than them. But Wilfried Zaha is coming here this summer, Pia. He's coming. He plays for a team here in US called Charlotte FC. So there'll be a game
hapo
between
ndo amefika.
Yeah.
So mkimpata mwambie akuje kwa show. Za akuje. We want to interview him.
If
Akuje
I'll go
hapa
to
kwa
the
Dimba.
game,
Yes. Tell Wilfred Zaha he has to come to the show.
but Zaha should have stayed in the Premier League. Angetoka huyo tu, hata angebayo na teams kama kina Brentford ama or even a big team tu, any let's say Man U tu waamue tu kumnunua,
Yeah, true.
he would still have been relevant, but anyway wanajaribianga tu juu ya pesa ama kasa. I'm pretty sure his engagement imeshuka because nobody watches the league he plays in.
True.
So
So
but
maybe akikuja hapa Afrika ndio tutamrevive.
mtamrevive aje sasa? Si us bado hatujapata audience bado, so hata
Sasa sisi ndio tutampea hiyo platform. But anyway,
tukipata
thank you.
audience we can make anyone relevant, huh?
Anyway, thank you guys for showing up today for this. I think it's about 1 hour for 12 minutes. So tukimalizia Cotes, what are your last remarks? And who is bringing the Club World Cup home? Africa, we have 5 teams. Europe has 12. I think is it North America? I think has 6.
Which are the 5 teams in Africa?
I know we have Al Ali, we have Mamelodi Sundowns, and the other ones I am yet to know them.
Mamelodi is from SA.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then you have Al Ali from Egypt. Then I don't know the other 3, but I'll check.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Acha tu tuone after quarters ndio tutajua. Juu sahi I don't know the entire list of all the teams that zina participate kwa hiyo, or the countries that are participating there. So let's see how ikifika quarters itakuwa imejishape, we'll know.
Okay. Over to you Bonnie. Malizia last remarks tukifunga show.
Bonnie hayuko. I think bundles zimeisha.
Huyu ama amelala kwa studio. Anyway, Jalala tuambie
Jalala?
nani anakaa kuchukua hii nini
World Cup, Club World Cup.
Club World Cup. Because Man City is also playing. So I think we're also losing Jalala.
Jalala. Na ame unmute mic yake. That means
I think network maybe.
labda.
Maybe.
But why? Well, I want Chelsea ikichukua ligi next season.
Chelsea. Chelsea. No.
Why
Truthfully
not?
speaking,
You're not getting reinforcements.
it's not even about reinforcement. I don't think we are that strong to compete for the title. But I think we have to win something next season. Atufai kutoka trophyless, and that has been the club mentality. But in the league UCL, speaking as an objective fan, we don't stand a chance against those two. We are still in the rebuild. So the 2 competitions that Nitrozashinda, it's either the FA or the Carabao, and maybe the Club World Cup.
You do know that, by the way, Chelsea. I mean, Ange getting sacked shows that it's not really about trophies then, Basi. Because I've been trying to say that, like, okay, trophies matter
is
a
about
lot, but then it's not
trophies.
just that. As you can see, Tottenham, because they perform really, really, really terrible in the league, I think that's what cost him kusakiwa. But you don't think Chelsea can win any international cup, like maybe domestically, right, next season?
Yeah, in the league UCL, without lying, we are not winning. So maybe
Mtashtuka mmeletewa striker mkali kushinda any other top 60. But hakuna striker mwenye ako huko nje like sahi who can outscore Haaland. My worry about Haaland, about City not winning next season is, what if Haaland will not have someone who can supply him chances as assists?
That is the end of Man City.
They have bought they have bought Ryan Chaki, they have bought Tijani Reinders, and
Yeah, I've seen that.
And they still guys like Mamouche, there are guys like Savinho. So maybe the supply won't be as good as KDB, but the supply will still be there. So
We are
we'll
going
still
to be a
talk.
very bad team. You guys ready.
So, Jalala una
Jalala,
hang.
your
You guys
network
are
is
not
bad.
ready. Are you seeing the creative players we have in our team? You cannot compare this new
Jalala,
team that we are about to have to any other team in the league. The quality, the level of quality.
But also
I'm
Liverpool
telling
is
you, the
rebuilding.
football we are about to see next season, beautiful champagne football. You,
yo,
hey,
me,
But
lovely
see, I think
stuff.
also
I'm
Jalala
waiting.
Liverpool is rebuilding.
Yeah, Liverpool is rebuilding, but they're only buying only one player, Florian Wirtz. And personally, Ryan Cherky is better than Wirtz. So I'm not even hearing Florian Wirtz. I'm not scared of him. I'm not scared of Liverpool. I'm telling you, next season is us.
oh yeah. Mi acha tupate striker kwanza ndio niongee.
Arsenal, you guys, you should be ready because I
Ndio
don't think
nasema. That's what
you
I'm
guys
saying.
you'll be fighting for top 4.
Nope. Top one. But let's get a striker first.
Top 1 with who?
No, I don't
You
think also
didn't
it's
even
about getting a striker. It's
you're
about
not
getting
able
a.
to compete with Liverpool. You finished closer to Man City than Liverpool. So
Because
my
we were
friend,
never,
it is going
because
to
we
be
were
bad
never,
for you guys.
we were never in competition with them. That one we knew.
So and that is why I'm telling you, yeah, you guys, if you're not in competition with Liverpool and you are not
Listen
going
here,
to win any other
Jalala,
trophy, so
Jalala,
what are you doing
Jalala,
in the league?
Jalala. If Arsenal could finish on top of City that has a prolific striker, please, ngoja apate striker.
And also a
Oh
good
my
striker, not
God.
just a
Oh
striker,
my
a good
God.
striker.
What are you even saying? We won more games in the league than you guys.
But
And this is
are you
our
top?
worst season.
Were you top?
We were not top, but listen to what you're saying. Listen to what you're saying. Just so we are putting context in the conversation. We are putting
Exactly. You
context in the
said no.
conversation.
You said that you won more than us, but at the end of the day, we are counting points. That means you lost more than us. Period.
Look at the games we won and the games you won. Come on, it is just opening your
Exactly.
eyes.
We won against City, if that's what you're looking for. But
Look
then
at
when you say
the end of the season we played 38 games. Look at how many games we won and look at how many games you won and look at how many games we drew and how many games you drew. You
and that's
drew
okay.
about 14 games.
At
You
the
drew
same time,
about
look
14
about yes. Don't forget about the losses. Look at the
and
losses
it
as
is
well.
fine, and that is why I'm telling you we won more games than you guys.
And you still lost more than us. You still lost more than us, even winning more.
We lost. We dropped more points than you guys, but we won more games than you guys. Do you understand it?
And it makes no sense because you still have less.
Look at the league table. You know.
Yes,
At the
the
end of
league
the
table
day,
shows you
But
have less.
it is mass.
in the end,
It is
The
all
league table
mass.
shows you have
about
less.
winning trophies.
The league
Huh?
table
Both of
shows you have
you
less.
guys did not
Jalala.
win trophies.
Exactly. So Suju ako hapa anasema nini? You have less
Both of
points.
you
You
finished
Winning,
lost
we
fourth.
more.
won. Oh my God! I just don't think you understand
Community
English,
Shield.
but it is fine.
Ah,
If you
bana,
look at the
Jalala, that
league
is a Manchester
table,
United mentality.
kuna
Winning
matches
the
played,
Community
inaandika
Shield.
hapo matches played 38
I get what you're
matches.
saying,
Kuna
Jalala,
hapo
but
kwa
Jalala,
wins ni W inamaanisha wins.
Jalala,
Na
Jalala, I
draws,
get what
na
you're saying, but
yeah.
why are you not looking at the losses and the points?
I understand all that, but if we were able to win more games than you guys, what are you? Wewe ndo uelewi kitu mimi nasema. Mimi naelewa vitu wewe unasema, lakini wewe uelewi kitu
You
nasema.
should, Jalala, City should have more. City should have won more. City, if anything, should have won the league. City did not have an excuse this season. Last season, why they couldn't win it. They didn't have an excuse.
We can have an excuse. We've won the
We are
last 4
beaten by
seasons,
Crystal Palace.
so you cannot compare us to any other team. You guys have not won anything. You guys were the ones who were supposed to win.
Jalala, do not divert. We're talking about this season. You were the defending champions, okay? You did not have
And
any.
it is
If
fine,
anything,
but look.
skia, sijamaliza. And then kwa top 6 zote, no team, okay, other than Chelsea, of course, no team had a better squad depth than City. Okay, other than Chelsea had like 40 million players on kutumia, but City had all their players. They had the squad depth. They were the defending champions. They should have won this season. Nobody's disputing they've won before. That's okay. But right now, what excuse did they have not to have won the league? They were just not the City we knew this season. And it's okay. Teams can have forms. You can lose form. Like Mourinho once said, regimes can come to an end. And then he said, huh? Form. Nimesema hiyo quote na something about form and then sijui nini ni class. Acha nitafute.
Yeah, form is temporary, class is permanent.
Yes. So what we can say was form ya City this season haikukua, and that should be okay. Sijui mbona mafans wanataka kutufight about that. Every team can undergo form dip. But it's something City players don't want to hear. And I'm like, why? It happens.
Yeah, true. So, but both of your teams finished trophyless. So it's me and Bonnie who have the bragging rights. So I don't know why you are
bragging
debating
rights for a
about
trophy that we miss out.
it's still a European trophy. And
But
the best part is we
it's a
qualified
competition for
Europa.
it's a competition for Skia. Do you know that competition is a competition for teams that are mediocre in UCL but better than teams zenye ziko but better, like it's a trophy that is won by teams that were better than teams that end up in Europe, but it's a trophy that is considered a mediocre compared to UCL.
Okay, on that quotas, I think in the last season, we had a terrible season, but we were able to finish sixth, and sixth qualifies for Europa. But I don't know how the Premier League rules or the Champions League rules are, which are very mediocre. That how can a team winning the FA Cup qualify for European competition? For me, I think it's very absurd because I've never had a team winning Copa del Rey in La Liga qualifying for Europa or European competitions.
True.
European competitions are supposed to be achieved, and I think we achieved sixth position. So there's no way United won the FA Cup and they qualified for Europa ahead of a team that fought hard to get that position. But anyway,
that's why I was saying the rules have to be reevaluated. Yeah,
we were dropped to the conference. But for me, what I'd say is we qualified for Europa League. So and
you did. You qualified. You didn't get it because of the cup. That's
and
true,
after being knocked down to the conference, the least we could do is just to win it. But yes, I agree with you. It's a mediocre competition. So, but I'm saying since we are in it, the best we could do is win. The problem that I have with your team, Cotes, is whenever you guys played in the Europa League, you people never stepped up.
And we've only been to it 4 times, and none of those 4 times our machine
Yeah, so my problem with Arsenal is you have to win what is ahead of you. Kama Europa ilikuwa
what is in front of
you win it. Yes, kama ni FA, you win it. If it's the Carabao, pick up your trophy.
But let's see anyway. The season coming, this season coming will be more competitive. At least this season was boring. Only outside of the league we were getting entertainment, like in Europa, maybe in UCL, but in the league was just so easy. So now that top teams are getting players, that means there'll be competition. After you Chelsea underrate, you never know, they might come back better.
I hope so. But as per where we are,
I just think there's no hopes for Man U and Spurs.
For Spurs, for them it was just about breaking the 17 years curse, and they already did that. So for them, if they spend another 17 years without winning, they don't have a problem. Then for them, it's just about breaking the curse and knowing what it's like to win the trophy. Yeah, so that's why I was happy for them to break the curse, so that they also know what it's like to win European.
Me, that game was a lose-lose for me. Man U shida, Tottenham was shida, so hata siku.
But also in the Super Cup, I hope Thomas Frank will be there. I don't know how many goals they're going to concede. For me, I see another 5-0 from PSG in the Super Cup.
Wait, they have an interim coach right now, right?
Right now, yeah, it's just the
assistant.
Maybe it's the academy, but right now they don't have a coach.
So Kwana assistant coach?
Sasi Anja Kivutu anaenda with the whole of the, what is it called? With the whole of the squad. So Ryan Mason went to West Ham. Pardon, Bonnie. Ryan Mason went to West Brom, so I don't know right now who is in charge. But in the Super Cup quarters, me, I see another 5-0.
You see another 5-0.
Yeah, 5-0. Paris is
Nani?
going to finish
Who is
Tottenham.
scoring 5-0?
Paris.
Against who?
Spurs for the Super Cup. See, UCL
Oh,
Europa
UEFA na
League
nini na
winners.
Europa. Oh yeah.
I see another 5-0.
Okay.
But anyway,
But
thank you guys for showing up. We'll discuss the next show kwa group. It might be on Saturday, it might be on Friday or Sunday, but we shall see. But anyway,
Sundays are
for
more
now,
better for most of us. But
yeah, we shall see. Anyway, thank you guys for showing up. Bonnie, Jalala, Cortez, big up to everyone.
bye guys. It was nice.
Sawa.